Back to Beauty by Jen, and if you haven't been here, welcome for your first time. Today I just wanted to quickly talk about September 11th, 2001, and today is the anniversary of September 11th, 2001, and why we remember those tragic events that happened on that day and how it brought everyone around the globe together, and how people lost loved ones on that day, family and friends on that day. And it was a very significant event that's embedded in a lot of our minds. At the end of the video, I put in some of the comments that I made on a poll. Where were you, or do you remember where you were on September 11th? And a lot of people remember vaguely, or they have very good memories about where they were on September 11th. And of course, some people were too young, but their parents may have told them about it. So I'm not going to keep you guys here long. I'm going to show you that video, and I hope you enjoy it. And my condolences to anyone who did lose someone during September 11th.
Remember September 11th, 2001. The events of September 11th, 2001, or 9/11, as it is commonly known, are landmarks in recent memory. A series of coordinated terrorist assaults on American territory on that dreadful day left an indelible impact on the collective consciousness of the entire world. Some of its most crucial features are as follows. Loss of innocence. The United States had never before suffered a major terrorist strike on its own land until 9/11. The attacks broke many Americans' previously taken for granted feelings of security and invincibility. It heralded the beginning of a new age characterized by increased security and dread of future attacks, and represented a tremendous loss of innocence. The death toll is close to 3,000. Thousands more are injured. This is the human cost of the strikes. The sheer number of lives lost was shocking and has had far-reaching effects on individuals, communities, and the entire country. It was the worst terrorist attack in recorded history, and it's still one of the bloodiest days in American history for firefighters and cops. Beyond the tragic loss of life, 9/11 also had a major effect on the economy. The attacks triggered a recession in the United States and caused billions of dollars in damage and market turmoil. The airline industry was hit particularly hard, and many people lost their jobs and struggled financially as a result. After the terrorist attacks, the United States declared a war on terror. Al-Qaeda, the organization responsible for the attacks, was the primary focus of the 2001 invasion of Afghanistan. The ensuing war in Afghanistan lasted longer than any other in American history and had significant regional and international repercussions. The events of September 11th have implications around the world, raising consciousness about the dangers of terrorism in many countries. Increased international collaboration on security issues and heightened anti-terrorism operations were seen in many nations. Governments all over the world tightened security and increased surveillance, which also had an impact on civil liberties. The effects of 9/11 on American culture and society were far-reaching. Many artists and authors have explored the themes of terrorism, trauma, and perseverance in their work as a result of this event's impact on art, literature, and popular culture. A newfound sense of solidarity and patriotism among Americans was another result of the attacks. After the attacks, the United States implemented numerous new security measures. The terrorist attacks of September 11th prompted the United States to take several measures, including the formation of the Department of Homeland Security, the passage of the USA Patriot Act, and the creation of the Transportation Security Administration, TSA. Following the attacks, there was a redoubled effort to combat Islamophobia and hate crimes by fostering interfaith discussion and understanding. To promote togetherness and overcome differences, many religious leaders gathered. Never forget. Every year on September 11th, celebrations and memorials are performed in commemoration of the victims and heroes of the attacks. The phrase, "never forget," has come to represent the will to never forget the significance of what happened on that day. In sum, the tragic events of September 11th, 2001, were a watershed point in time that altered the course of history in countless ways. They were a sobering reminder that we live in a dangerous, interconnected world where violence of any kind can happen at any time. The events of September 11 had an immediate and lasting effect on society, politics, and individual lives. At Robert Roberts.
So those were all real people in my comments, as you can see on my Beauty by Jen channel. Please head over there if you want to participate in the poll and put where you were in the comments section on my community post. And it's, do you remember where you were on September 11th? And I didn't refresh it, but it had like 1.5K views. And like, these are all the comments of all of the people who they remember where they were specifically or vaguely, or an adult told them. But a lot of people were affected by this. And that's why we say never forget. Remember 9/11, never forget, because it was a very significant event for people, not just here in the US, but around the whole globe. Like everyone started making different security procedures and everything because of it. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see you again. Please, if you could take time to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. It's very difficult to gain traction, especially when you're a small channel on YouTube. So I just humbly ask that you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Again, I can't wait to see all of you again. It's good to have you here. And I'm working on better videos, a better channel as a whole. So just hang in there with me, grow along beside me, and I'll see you all next time.